Hi, welcome to Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen and I'm so happy to see you today. We're not in our usual location, we're actually on the lake today and it is absolutely gorgeous out. My good friend Sylvie's here with me. You'll see her in and out of the video. But while we had a little bit of time before dinner, I wanted to get a little bit of a workout in with you. So I hope you had a bunch of water. Sylvie says hi. And let's get started. So today I don't have my traditional chair, but I'm very careful about being mindful about what happens when I move around. While I'm not in a normal chair, I have sides I can hold on to keep me stable, and I have pretty good balance, so I'm not worried about falling. If you are nervous about falling, please, please, please make sure to sit in a chair with a nice sturdy back and on nice level ground. I'm a little bit on level today, but that's okay. I think it's gonna be good. All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna start by bringing my right ear to my right shoulder. There we go, remembering to breathe. Nice breath in and out. In and out, perfect. So let's bring our left ear over to our left shoulder. There you go, gently stretching. Breathing nice and deep here, keeping a nice straight back, nice and strong. Breathing in and out. We'll toss one more ball for Sylvie. All right, let's bring our right ears back to our right shoulders. Very nice, and I want you to reach your left hand above you, nice and tall. Go. I'd like you to wiggle your fingers with that left hand. Oop, there's a mosquito here. There you go. So my right ear touches my right shoulder. My left arm reaches nice and tall and I'm wiggling my fingers. There you go. And I'm going to slowly bring my left arm down in an arc all the way to that left side of my body. And once I reach shoulder height, I'm going to hold it straight out and just keep wiggling those fingers. Very nice. There you go. So keep stretching that arm, wiggling those fingers. And then I'm gonna bring my arm all the way into center. Keep wiggling, wiggling, and I keep my ear bent down to my shoulder. There you go, very nice. Deep breath in. And then I'm gonna release. I set my left arm down, sit nice and straight up. Very nice, and I'm gonna switch sides. So here I'm holding onto the side of my seat. My left ear touches my left shoulder. My right arm reaches all the way up to the sky. And I start wiggling those fingers. There you go, really nice stretch. Sitting nice and tall. Very nice. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then I'm gonna slowly bring my arm down while wiggling those fingers. And when I make my way to shoulder height and my arm is nice and level, I'm gonna stop here and just keep wiggling my fingers as I stretch my arm a little bit further away from my shoulder. Very nice. Keep wiggle, 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 wiggling. And then I'm gonna bring my arm into center, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then slowly drop my arm down to my lap and make my way back up to seated. Perfect. Now we're gonna move on with some shoulder shrugs. So I want you to bring your shoulders up to your ear and drop them back down. Perfect. Up and down, up and down, up, down. Keep going, up and down. Very nice. Up and down, up and down, up and down, and down. Perfect. One more big strong one, and down. Perfect. Now we're gonna move our shoulders individually. So I'm gonna move my right up and then my left up. Right, left. There you go. So we're gonna just alternating sides of our bodies and moving our shoulders up. Waving our arms a little bit as we move our shoulders, but we're just getting some movement in our upper back. Remembering a little twisting. I've got a little bit of twisting going on in my back. There we go. Perfect, very nice job here. For 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, now I want you to hold on to the sides of your chair or your arms if you got arms, and we're gonna do some marching. There you go. So we keep lifting those knees up nice and high, stomping those feet down on the ground, keep going. And remember to pay attention to your balance. Make sure you're not leaning too far backwards or too far forwards. Try to sit up as straight as you possibly can as you just keep moving those legs. Stomp, stomp, stomping. Keep it going. You're doing fantastic. There you go. We'll keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now let's shake those legs side to side. There you go. My feet are up on the balls of my feet. There you go, or maybe even on the tips of your toes. And I'm just shaking side to side to let my hips relax a little bit. Going side to side, side to side. Very nice. There you go. And then I'll make my way back to center. I'm gonna place my hand in between my knee. There we go, glue it to that right knee. And then I'm gonna bop those knees together here. Just gently bopping, just to help release my hip joint. Just gentle bopping. We gently tap, tap, tap. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I hope it feels as good for you as it does for me. All right, let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, let's sit up nice and straight again, and we're gonna do a little bit of a twist. So I want you to grab onto your right leg with your left hands. There you go. And you can grab onto the arm of your chair, the side of your chair, the back of your chair. And we're gonna use that right hand also to help us twist our bodies. I'm gonna look over my right shoulder, trying to look behind me, gently twisting. And while I twist, I remember to sit nice and tall. I even push my hip forward just a little bit so I can twist a little bit deeper. And I really gently reach my chin towards my shoulder as I twist, 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 nice and tall. There we go. Remember to breathe nice and deeply. And exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale. All right, let's make our way back to center. Very nice. And we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna twist our body all the way over to the left side using both of our hands to hold on and assist us here. There we go. I gently twist, twist, twist. My chin reaches towards my shoulder as my body twists nice and gently. And I remember to sit nice and tall. Nice deep breaths in. There you go. Feeling nice and tall and strong. There we go. So I'm going to breathe for a couple more nice deep breaths. Really just appreciating the day around me. All right, let's make our way back to center. Very nice job. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. We haven't done it in this class yet, but I know you can handle it. Let me toss this for Sylvie one more time. I can never give her enough. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do, we have our feet nice and planted on the ground. I want you to take your left elbow. You're going to set your arm right near your knee. There you go. So when I lean down, I'm going to be supported by this arm on my thigh. All right, my right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. There you go, and I'm just leaning into that left arm. And I'm looking up at my right hand a little bit, trying to look at those fingertips. There you go, and I'm really stretching here. So I want you to try this and remember to breathe as you're stretching, really reaching your arm up. You're reaching those fingers so far away from your body that you can feel it in your hip even. It's such a great stretch. So I want you just to keep reaching and stretching here. Keep reaching and stretching. There you go. All right, let's take one more breath in together. And before we set our arm down, all right, this is where it gets fun. I want you to curve that right arm over your head, reaching towards that left shoulder. You see how My arm is all the way around. It's kind of a circle around my head. There you go. That's what I want to do. I want to keep my shoulders nice down my back. I'm sitting nice and tall, and that arm is reaching all the way over. There you go. And I'm still leaning into that left arm to keep my balance. All right, you're doing a fantastic job. There we go. Keep stretching, stretching, remembering to sit tall, and remembering those nice deep breaths. All right, let's take one more breath in together. And when we exhale, we straighten that right arm up, bring it all the way down, nice big arc, and we're gonna set it on our right thigh. Gonna make a little fist here, bend my arm, there you go. My left arm here is going to reach all the way up to the sky. I lean into my right arm and reach that left arm nice and tall. There you go, keep reaching. You've got this. Reach, 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 nice and tall. Nice and tall. Keep stretching. Sounds like the geese want to say hi to you too. Perfect. I love being outside. You can never control nature, but it's one of the best feelings to be in the sunshine with a little bit of breeze on you and just nature all around. Oh, let's take one deep breath in, and then we're gonna slowly reach that left hand over our head, all the way down towards that right shoulder, really stretching. My elbow points up to the sky. I'm really stretching. Oh, you look so good. Keep going. All right, keep breathing and leaning into that right arm. Nice balance. You're doing so good today. There you go. Take another big deep breath in and exhale. One more big inhale together. And then as we exhale, I want you to stretch that left arm up to the sky. It's gonna slowly spin its way over, making its way back to your lap. Fantastic job, you're doing so good. All right, let's bring those arms together in prayer. So I have my nice prayer hands, they're at my heart center. Perfect. And I'm gonna reach them all the way over my head, like a big old beach balls over my head. See? You got this. And if I set my wrists down, they go right on top of my head. Look at that. Perfect. So let's reach those hands up. My elbows are nice and working nice and hard. I can feel the stretch all in my arms. So, so good. This feels great. And I want you to stay nice and planted on your chair. And we're just gonna gently turn our body towards the right. There we go, keeping those elbows nice and far away from each other. Take a deep breath in. And as I exhale, I make my way to center. Very nice. Deep breath in, and I exhale myself to the left. Very nice job. Inhale back to center. Exhale back to the right. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice twist. Take a nice inhale back to the center, and then exhale to the left. Very nice job. All right, let's one more time. We're gonna make our way through center, and then twist ourselves to the right. Take a nice big inhale, and now exhale through center. There we go. One more big inhale. I make my way to the left and twist. And then back to center. Very nice job. You can drop those arms back down. You were doing so great. Let's keep moving. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hold on to the sides of our seat or onto the arms of our chair, wherever we're most comfortable. And we're gonna bring our feet up onto our toes, lifting all the way up. So our soles of our feet come all the way off the ground. We're just on our toes. There we go. We'll set those feet back down. Reach back up onto our toes. Back down onto our toes. Down onto our toes. Remember to sit nice and tall. And if you can stretch your shoulders up higher. I'm even pulling a little bit on my arms. So my hands are holding me seated, but I'm trying to pull myself taller. Here you go. Let's set those heels down. Keep stretching, stretching, stretching tall. Heels down. Let's go back on the toes again, really stretching. And then set those heels down. Let our arms go. Perfect. You're doing so good. All right, so let's keep moving. We're gonna do another one of my favorites today. I want you to reach both of your arms out to the sky. Wiggle those fingers. All right, then I'm gonna bring my right hand down. It's gonna grab the side of my seat. My left arm's out. There you go. And then I'm gonna reach my right leg out, nice and straight. There we go. So I'm pointing my toes and my fingertips are wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring them together in the center of my body and then back out to the center and back out. If it's too hard to keep the arms and the legs straight, you can always bring it into a bent knee and bend the elbow at the same time. But the straighter you have your arm and your leg, the more muscles you're gonna work in your body. So if you can try it, do as many as you can. If you need to bend your knee, that's perfectly fine too. All that matters when we're here today is that we are getting movement in our body and strengthening ourselves, getting a little bit stronger, balancing ourselves a little bit better. And each day of our life is just a little bit better than the day before it. Perfect. I'm gonna keep going. Miss Sylvie does not want me to do this exercise. She would rather I play with her. But she's got a few more minutes and then we'll play again. She knows this. So we'll do for 3, 2, and 1. Back down. There we go. And we're gonna switch sides. So I grab onto my seat again. There we go. I'm going to stretch that left leg out. My right arm goes up. Very good. And I'm gonna bring them together in the center of my body and then reach back out. In and out, in and out. Very nice. See, you're doing so good at this. You're a pro. Keep moving. We're gonna keep going for 5, strong, 4, stronger, 3, oh, you got this, 2, all right, one more big, strong touch. Reach apart and we set our leg back down. Very nice job. I bet you're feeling really good right now. All right, let's keep moving. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do one of our forward folds. So I want you to make sure your feet are nice and planted firmly on the ground and you're nice and comfortably seated on that chair. As always, you can hold on to the chair or your thighs as you bend forward and then reach down towards the ground. But if you've been doing this for a while and you're feeling nice and secure, nice and strong today, I want you to reach your arms up to the sky, nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're gonna fold over our lap, reaching down towards the ground. There we go. And here we're just gonna reach ourselves forward, be nice and strong, really reach. Remembering to breathe nice and deep breaths, really reaching and stretching. Let's take one more big breath in, and then I want you to roll yourselves up, reach those arms up to the sky. There you go. And then we're gonna fold one more time. Perfect. So again, hold on to the chair if you'd like, or if you're strong, feeling great today, reach those arms on up. Perfect. Deep breath in. And then we're gonna exhale and roll ourselves all the way down. Give Sylvia a hug on the way. Really stretching. There we go. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're gonna roll ourselves ourselves back up to our seated position. Very nice job. All right, just a minute. Let's keep going. We're almost out of time today. So the next thing I'd like you to do is I want you to bring your hands behind your head, okay? My elbows are nice and wide and away from each other. And I want you to bring your elbow down to your lap, okay? So my right elbow is gonna reach towards my left knee. And then I sit back up. To the knee, and 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 up. Let's do one more. To the knee, and up. Very nice job. Let's switch sides. I'm gonna take those off because they're falling off. All right, that left elbow goes towards that right knee. And I sit straight back up. Very nice. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, up. Down, up. One more, nice and strong, down, and up. Very nice job today. You did absolutely wonderful today, and I'm so glad that you showed up and had a nice workout with me right before my dinner time. I don't know what you're having for dinner, but I hope it's something good. I'm having pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Well, I hope you have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your day if it's earlier when you're watching this video. I just want to thank you again for joining Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen. Sylvie also would like to say bye and thank you for being here. Have a